Beautiful, magical Sagittarius, all of you wonderful multi-dimensional beings, thank you for coming into my channel again. Welcome to your reading. This is going to be for the middle of October on through the end of the month. And this is going to cover all of your multi-dimensionality, okay? This is going to cover your earth life, your star being life, your empath life, all of the amazing gifts and talents and skills that Sagittarius as old souls and spiritual warriors came into this lifetime with. And I am one big goosebump right now tuning into you. So let's dive in and let's see what's coming, Sagittarius. And also thank you all so much for all of your likes and comments. We've got a huge Sagittarius community here and I am so glad. Really happy to see you all again. So here we go. I'm going to pull these by feel today. Oh, I'm just like, my whole body's like buzzing already. So here we go, Sag. I get so excited reading for you all because it's always fun. It's always enlightening to me, and I hear that it is from you in your comments. So curious to see what all of the angels and light beings and spirit tells us today. Sagittarius, I hope you all are having a wonderful fall. It's so crispy and cool and windy here today. I'm loving it. One of my favorite seasons. Let's see, Sag. What's coming? Sag. What messages for Sag? Ooh, hot card. Hot card. Let's pull it. I can't believe that this card comes up every time for you, Sag. It's the Activated Earth card, the one about ley lines. If you've been here before, you recognize this card because it's ley lines, trust where you're being led. And when I ran my hand across it, it was the hot card. Really, really hot card. So let me finish pulling these and we'll put the whole picture together for you, okay? It's hot because it carries a lot of important energy. These others are vibrating and, you know, usual, like they usually are. This one was like hot. Okay. So I want to make sure my microphone is in place and working. Okay. All right. So here we go, Sag. Let's see what's coming. The Whale and Orca Elders. Okay. We're looking into your star being life at this moment. These are the Star Seed cards by Rebecca Campbell. I love these. They are so inspired. They're really amazing. So the first card that came up, aside from the trust where you're being led, and we'll go into this one. The first card is the Whale and Orca Elders, Sag, okay? This is about share your song, frequency of sound, and diving deep. And I know Sagittarius does love to dive deep. That's a lot of why I use these cards when you come in, okay? Sag, of all the signs, you really like the deep dive into spirituality. You know, you're very much living a double mission, which also came up here. I'll get to that. This is why I do the readings for Sag the way I do, because you are very multidimensional. And some of you may be sound therapists. Some of you may be into marine life. Some of you may feel like these are your elders and your ancestors, these whale spirits, okay, whales and dolphins. A real affinity there I can feel for a lot of you, water and marine life and frequencies. A lot of you are very sensitive to frequencies. A lot of you, you can really tune into that or be bothered by that as well, the frequencies. And this is what's showing up as most significant for you right now, Sag. All right. So if you are writing a song, share your song. If you're writing a book, share your book. Whatever frequency that you are putting out there to help the earth, to help the universe, that's what you're here for. And that's why this is so significant at this time. I just realized I was shaking the desk a little bit and the water was actually vibrating around while I was talking about that. Just as a little side note. Okay, so here's the messenger card. This is about Cyrus energy bringing harmony and balance, or Sirius energy, Sarius, however you pronounce that. Okay, you know what I'm talking about, the star system. And this is about bringing harmony and balance and being a messenger. Now, the interesting thing about this card, Sag, is it shows up in the challenge position. Okay, so this may be your challenge at this time. It may be difficult for you to deliver your message. You may be getting messages that just don't make any sense to anybody but you, seemingly. All right, I know I've kind of dealt with that my whole life, so I get it. I really do. You may be wanting to get more messages and feeling like they're not coming through in the way that you want, and that sort of thing at this time. And what I'm hearing from the light workers and the guides at this time is to really just let it come in the way that it comes to you. So if you're getting a message and you're like, well, I thought I would hear that louder, or, don't judge the messages. Don't blame the messenger. Take the messages as they come to you, Sag. And I know a lot of you on here are also psychic, so you know what I'm talking about. I know you are accepting the messages as they come in. I mean, you can feel it. If it's just a little quiet kind of message that comes in, that's probably the one you should listen to. Sometimes it's those little quiet messages over and over again, the gentle messages, whispers from your angels that you should be listening to. But I feel like most of the conflict or challenge at this time is trying to get your message heard, because people around you are either closing their ears, don't want to hear it, think you're crazy. What do you mean you're a light worker? What do you mean you're connected to a star being? Right? And I think that's a lot of trying to get this message through, because I hope you can see the picture on that card. It's like a light being messenger coming through that portal with messages, okay? And I feel like you are helping to spread those messages, but there's a lot of resistance out there. That's why I love this group of Sagittarius that comes onto my channel for these readings, because you all get it. You all really, really get it. And I think the more we come together and the more we share our messages and the more we visualize more and more people understanding light workers and what our original, where our original ancestors were from, those sorts of things, our message is going to get out more and more. All right. And this is the challenge. Okay. Feels like there's a lot more coming in on that. So we'll see as we go along. You have a double mission, Sag. I just said that. You know that. This is about being a light worker, starseed, serve the world by being you. I just said that, didn't I? Pretty much. So double mission. That's why I do these readings the way I do. After I look at these starseed cards, I'm going to go over to the traditional tarot, and we're going to look at your earth life too, because you are a spiritual being living an earth life. And it's confusing at times, and it's maddening at times, and it makes you just want to give up sometimes because you feel misunderstood, you might feel alone, you might feel isolated. And welcome here. I'm really glad you're here, because believe me, I get that. I really do. And I know people who are watching this get it as well. So here's trust the timing, trust the wave you came in on. Time is not running out. Now, I don't know if you can see the waves. There are frequencies in these waves, the way they're coming in. This is all about frequency. This is all about you feeling your purpose and feeling the messages as much as hearing them, okay? Now, this says trust the wave you came in on. You have plenty of time. Time is not running out. And I know for some of you, it may feel like it is, but your life goes on. Everything happens in divine timing. So that's what it's saying. Divine timing here. Time is not running out. You're good. This is Star Family. You're part of a team of souls. Yeah. And a lot of you right here, right now watching this, you're part of a team of souls. Call in support. All right. Some of you may have already done this. This card is showing up a little bit over here more in the, like it's already happened position, like might be moving into the past, like it's already happening right now. You may have already called in your support. Now there's a card that came up right beside it. You are a child of the cosmos. The intelligence of the universe lies within you. So both of these are happening right now, concurrently, and are probably moving into the past as you go into the new thing that's coming in, which I'm getting to here, okay? All right, you're a child of the cosmos. And you're definitely part of a star family. Okay, this is your immediate future, Sag, on your star being kind of path, all right? Breath of the cosmos, my will to thy will, micromanaging the universe. This is all about manifesting, Sag. This is very exciting. A lot of you are so good at manifesting. Sagittarius pretty much can think about something and bring it in a lot of times, all right? And if it's not coming in right away, it's not meant to, you know? But when you align with the universe, you're going to bring things in. And when they say micromanaging the universe, it's all about the details, you know, the details, imagining what you want, how you want things to be, what you want to come to you. This is about meditation, visualizing, really tapping into the stars, the cosmos, and just kind of being in this rhythm with the cosmos, if that makes sense to you. This is what's coming up in your immediate future, which I would say the rest of this week. Which brings me to, how'd you guys do with that eclipse? It was yesterday. I'm recording this on Sunday, so it was yesterday, and it was intense, wasn't it? I definitely felt some really weird energy myself coming off of that eclipse. Tell me in the comments if you all had this happen too, but you know what was happening for me, at least, and I heard some other people around me expressing this as well, is a lot of memories, negative memories, in fact, mostly. 99% negative memories were coming up, and some of them were so minute with people that I hadn't personally thought about since maybe high school or elementary school. You know, little things that happened with people way back when that maybe I misspoke, or maybe I said something, you know, to somebody in the 3rd grade. Things like that were coming up. And it just seemed like the most monumental thing. Like, I mean, all weekend I've been going, okay, I released that. You know, trying to, like, I don't know why all this stuff was resurfacing, but I tell you, that eclipse brought everything up for some reason. I'm really curious if it did that for you as well. You know, a lot of times eclipses come in and they get rid of things, you know, or they bring in losses. And some of those were maybe losses of friendships that I had memories of. But really, back in the 3rd grade, it's like a whole life review. All weekend, it's like really been exhausting. Okay, so let's move on, Sag. It just made me think about that, the breath of the cosmos and being in rhythm with it. I didn't really want to be in rhythm with that eclipse. I don't know about you. Anyway, okay, so your more extended future, is the extended card of the activated earth here, okay? And this is about power places, ley lines, trust where you're being led. How many times have they said this, Sag? I cannot reiterate this enough. This card literally comes up every single time for Sagittarius. So trust where you're being led. And this is your more extended future card. So this is coming up, I would say, over the next 4 weeks. You know, so we're looking at middle of October into middle of November for this. Trust where you're being led. So if you're hearing I should go to some particular spot, ask them when. Follow up on that and go. If you're being led to, go shopping on a certain day, go. They're trying to line you up with certain people. They're trying to line you up with certain situations. You're supposed to be bringing your light to certain areas, is what I'm hearing right now. I want to look into, I'm going to put this up here. We'll pull some tarot cards on that too. Get you some more details, okay? Because that just keeps coming up like we haven't gotten the full meaning of it yet because it's so big. Also having to do with power places, ley lines. And, you know, the ley lines, L-E-Y, are the, you know, on the earth, the grid, the power grid all around the earth. And if you're in those places, you know, they do create certain frequencies, and, you know, you are sensitive to that. So you would want to know where those are. If they're in your house, they may be affecting you for better or worse and things like that. So you might want to look into ley lines as well. Okay, more extended future. The Great Severing. This is Mars energy. Anger, conflict, and softening to love. Wow. Okay, Sag, this is going to be over the next month. Severing things. There may be anger. There may be conflict coming up. And the advice here is to soften everything to love. Okay, so all you Sagittarius warriors, and I include myself in that because I'm Sagittarius, soften to love over the next month. Because then, you know, Sagittarius is really easygoing until they're not, until they're crossed. And that's just sort of how it goes. I mean, you know, if you're a Sagittarius and you're watching this, you know, you're super patient. You're like the most patient person on this planet until you're not. And it sounds like this Mars energy, and the Mars energy I think is hard for Sag. Yeah, anger and conflict and things like that. Back away from it, Sag. Soften to love. Keep love in mind for the next 4 weeks in particular, okay? I can only guess where a lot of this Mars energy is coming from at this time, and I never ever get into politics on this channel, ever, okay? So I'm not going to go there, but read between the lines. Okay, so the last card coming up is the Blue Flame, and this is spontaneous awakening, activation, and integration time. So this is time for you to integrate with all of this awakening and activation process, Sag. It's very, very exciting, okay? And this is your final outcome. This is where you're going. You're integrating all this energy, okay? I love this, Sag. You all have amazing gifts. As I said earlier, you have amazing gifts, especially as shown in this whale, and you know, sharing your song and frequency of sound and diving deep. These are some of your gifts. We're going to look further. Let's ask more first about this power places, and then I'm going to see what's coming in your earth life, okay? All right. Do watch out for the anger. Don't watch for it. Don't manifest it, of course, but watch out for any kind of anger and conflict that may be stirring you up from inside or outside over the next 4 weeks. Very important. Outside sources, meaning your television, if you catch my drift, that sort of thing, because I think things are going to be there to set a lot of people off, and it would be good to counteract that as a light worker. Send your light, send your peace, soften to love. So I would do a lot of sending of love and visualizing the way things should be, okay? And I'm sure a lot of you already are. Okay. So about this power places. Okay, for one thing, it brings in Empress energy. So when you're in a power place, it brings you into power. The Empress is very powerful. So it's making your energy amplified is the first thing that I'm getting. Let's see what else it says about the power places and ley lines. And going where you're led. So when you go where you're led, you're more powerful, Sag, okay? Yeah, and it's about nurturing things. This is a card that usually, Seven of Pentacles, usually has to do with nurturing money. But in this case, it's about nurturing energy. You know, money is energy, basically. So this is about nurturing your own energy in those power places. Okay, let's get one more on that, and then I'm going to move on to earth life. Yeah, we'd rather stay in space, right? Okay, so the power places, this is the Fool. The power places will bring you a new beginning. The power places, they are telling you, trust where you're led, will start you on a new path, Sag. This is why they're starting you on this new path, which will amplify your power, amplify your gifts, and it will help you nurture your gifts and take you on a whole new path, okay? Now, with that said, I want to go in here and ask just kind of what you should expect coming up, earth-wise or otherwise, okay? All right, I'm just going to pull these by feel. Let's see what comes up, Sag. Six of Wands. You are having some sort of success coming in, Sag, some sort of victory. This is you being noticed. This is some sort of acclaim, all right? So if you're writing a book or writing a song or releasing some sort of, maybe you're some sort of an online influencer, that sort of thing, you're going to have a lot of acclaim coming in, Sag, okay? A victory. And I would expect that again over the next week or so. Wow, Sag, here's your 10 of Pentacles right next to that. So this success brings you more money. This is financial stability. This is some kind of finances that live on into the future, something you can pass on to others. And here's the Hierophant. So you have quite a commitment to this. You have your commitments to your spirituality, for one thing, are bringing you this big success. And this is also about a potential spirit guide. And a lot of you, as you probably already know, are in training to be a spirit guide. So one of these decades or years or days, depending on where you are on the path. But this is very much having to do with you having success in a spiritual, committed way. Okay, the Hierophant. See what else Sag needs to know coming up. I just love doing the readings for you all. If some of you, this is Nine of Wands, if some of you are feeling tired, feeling drained from life in general, earth life, because again, we're looking at the earth life part of things right now. This is power to keep going. This is your strength and reserve. Dig deep, Sag, keep going, okay? And I know you will. You're not quitters for sure, but I know life throws a lot at Sagittarius. You know, you're the fierce warriors and you're tested. You're tested a lot. It takes a lot of strength to keep going. And some of you over the next few weeks may just be feeling like, I'm out of steam. Where's my energy to keep going? But you will find it. Dig deep. You do have the strength and reserve to keep moving forward and keep pushing on your goals. Keep pushing on your spiritual quests. And you're going to be the Queen of Pentacles. Okay. This is a very earthy card I'm feeling for Sagittarius, for one thing. It's also having to do with someone who's very financially secure, someone who manages money well, which is what these earth cards are saying. You know, what comes to mind right now is do what you love, the money will follow. And I know Sagittarius is really good at doing that. I mean, you all have like the unusual jobs in all of the zodiac. You know, you're the entrepreneurs, you're the people who are psychics. You know, talk about odd jobs. You're the people who are psychics or artists or musicians, or, you know, you kind of march to the beat of your own drum a lot of times. And this is very much what this Queen of Pentacles is doing. A lot of you are, your careers have to do with animals, animal healing, acupuncture, animal rescue, lots of things like that, where this Queen of Pentacles, you can see she has this beautiful peacock there. So a lot of you Sagittarius are animal lovers and you have careers dealing with animals, animal communicators and things like that. This is very much where this is leading you. And you know, when you're doing something so different, like what this is talking about, so unusual for work and for your life, it's like sometimes you get a lot of resistance. You know, sometimes people are, they don't get it. They don't want to get it. And I feel like that's why you need this strength and reserve, you know, because to keep going on your own path where there's nobody else out there on that path sometimes. Some of you may have just such unusual jobs that nobody else is on that path but you. And it's a lonely kind of place to be. But this Queen of Pentacles, she does have money. She does have it together. She has a lot of discernment about what she wants and what she'll accept in her life. And she is financially stable as well. Okay, here's the Death card. There's going to be some kind of ending and new beginning. Let's get a little bit more on the Sag. Ending and new beginning for Sag. Oh, and the Chariot. Okay, so your ending and new beginning brings you success, all right? And it is hard-won success. This is through opposing forces. I was just describing some of those opposing forces with this Queen of Pentacles. These can also be Scorpio and Cancer energy, okay? Let's see what else they have to say about that. There's a message coming in, potentially an upsetting message, Sag, for some of you. Page of Wands, Four of Cups. Something that makes you feel a little discontent or a little unsettled, message about this ending and new beginning and that sort of thing. Yeah, and some of you, this is interesting, and this keeps coming up for Sagittarius. Excuse me. Some of you may be relocating or changing careers or jobs. This is Knight of Wands energy, all right? Knight of Wands is having to do with things up in the air, movement. This can also, movement meaning you might be moving, or movement meaning somebody might be coming closer to you, moving. Something about potential relocation or changes. You might even be moving your house around, rearranging furniture. This is a lot of things up in the air. Feeling disorganized sometimes, feeling excited about things sometimes. This can also be somebody coming from a distance to see you or be with you, okay? We'll get a little bit more on that too. See if there's anything else. Yes, this one. Oh, okay, Ten of Cups. Ten of Cups is showing up right next to the Knight of Wands. So whatever this change and this movement is, whether it's relocation or somebody coming closer to you or you moving, is having to do with a lot of lasting joy and happiness as shown by this Ten of Cups energy, okay? Chippy, you like that? Huh? Okay. Chippy wanted to come in and be in on the Sag reading today. He's like, that's a lot of dog lovers. I'll just come be in that. So a lot of joy and happiness coming in, Sag, with this movement card. Let me just pull a few more. Thank you if you're still hanging in there watching. I tend to not ever want to end my Sagittarius reading, so I just keep going to see what else is there because I find it interesting, you know. There's a lot here when you're looking at somebody's multidimensionality. There's lots of stuff there. For some of you, there's parallel lifetimes. There's who are your deceased loved ones? You know, are they earth beings or are they star beings? They're probably both, you know, and a lot of you have animals. There's a whole other dimension and a lot of gifts and talents. There's just a lot here for Sag, and there's a lot of directions I could go in. And speaking of parallel lifetimes, I have been having dreams about what I believe are parallel lifetimes. Have you? I'm really curious to hear in the comments. I wake up going, oh, I've been with all those people again. I don't know their names. I don't know who they are, but I'm starting to recognize them from my dreams in places that I don't know where I've been. I mean, I recognize these dream places, and I'm starting to think I'm really tapping into my parallel lifetimes. And I wonder if you're doing that too. And it has to do with the energy, you know, the veil growing thinner and those sorts of things. So the energy is just really different right now. There's a lot more I could say about that. But, and also, I meant to mention this earlier. I feel like on these Sag readings, I'm sorry, I just feel like I'm chatting with old friends. So, excuse me, but I just wanted to throw this in. Is I'm going to start a membership where I'll be doing some readings each week for members only. And I want to dive into what you are most interested in. And maybe you're interested in readings on your parallel lifetimes. Maybe you're interested in more readings on star beings. Let me know in the comments, and I hope in the next week or so I'm going to get that together and also do a live broadcast so I can chat with you all you know, up close and personal, which would be really great. So I'll let you know about that. but I just wanted to mention it. So let's see what else, anything else for Sag. Anything else Sag needs to know here. There's the Empress again. The Empress has shown up twice for you. 5 of Swords, 5 of Pentacles. Okay, so one second here. Here's 10 of Pentacles again. Okay, this is the last I'm going to do for you. So let me go over this group of cards that came up here, Sag. This is interesting, very interesting. Okay, so you, first of all, you are showing up as the Empress again. This came up twice now. This is you. You're very much in control. It's very similar to this Queen of Pentacles energy, except bigger, except more powerful. The Empress is a very, very powerful card with a lot of gifts. This is somebody with a lot of spiritual gifts and gives birth to things, you know, give birth to babies or empires, okay? So this could be you running your own business empire. This could be you rescuing puppies. You know, it depends on what is successful to you, but this is a very successful card representing you, Sag. There are people opposing you, as shown in this 5 of Swords. And I said that a minute ago. There are definitely people who don't get it, who don't like you, Sag, because you're too much of a free thinker. You're too much of a, you know, free spirit. You march to the beat of your own drum. Like I said, you have weird careers, a lot of you. And people just don't get it, and they're jealous. There's a lot of jealousy here of your gifts and of you being an Empress. Okay? I probably will go into that more in a different reading, but I just did want to mention that. This is about 5 of Pentacles, feeling a loss. There may have been some sort of a loss of money, a loss of people. I feel like this eclipse has brought up a lot of loss, memories of losses or actual losses. And it could be losses caused by whoever this jealous, mean person is in this 5 of Swords energy. 5 of Swords is a pretty nasty card, and it is shown up as a conflict on this last little look into Sag. There is Judgment reversed. This may have caused you, Sag, a major change in your life. Whatever this nasty energy was, a major change, seemingly losing money, a lot of loss that you went through. Boy, this could go into a whole other reading, and I probably will do a follow-up on this. But this is, this may have been karma that was being worked out. Now, it could have been your karma, because this is the Judgment card, came up reversed. This could be some karma you had to burn off. More likely had to do with the karma somehow you got involved in with this 5 of Swords energy, okay? And this is having to do with it caused you some kind of a change you really didn't want. I think you would have kept going with this. I think you would have been content to just sort of keep following along, and like I said, you're very patient until you're not. Whatever caused you to go through this major change that what seemed unwelcome at the time brought you a 10 of Pentacles. This is where you're sitting right now, Sag. This is just showing me the overview. This 5 of Swords energy should not have messed with that Empress, is all I can say. Okay? That was not wise. So whoever this 5 of Swords energy was, or whatever, for some of you it's a person, for some of you a situation, little did they or it know it was actually helping you. It was bringing you this 10 of Pentacles energy. So a lot of you, if you're in the midst of this now, you're going towards this 10 of Pentacles, which is financial stability, your money being good, having what you want, that sort of thing. Super, super good card. A lot of you have already been there, done that. A lot of you have already gone through this 5 of Swords, and there you are in your 10 of Pentacles, and you're like, okay, what do I want to do with this 10 of Pentacles? Now I can write my song, write my book. I can do what I want. I'm free. This helped you in so many ways. You know, when you've got 10 of Pentacles, you are more free to dig into all of your gifts. You know, if you want to do animal rescue, you can do it. If you want to write a book, you have time to do it. You know, this, you don't still have the drain of this Five of Swords energy hanging on you, Sag. So I'm going to leave it right there at the moment. I could just really keep going for a long time with you, Sag. So I didn't want to make this too long, though. Thank you all so much for coming in. I'll come in and do either a part 2 or a bonus on this situation and see where this leads, okay? So look for that, and also look for my live broadcast. I'll put it out there when that's going to show up. And think about what you might like if you decide to become a member in my membership program here. I'll do special readings just for you. So think about what you might like to ask. You know, I can answer some questions and things like that. Okay. Thank you all so much. Love you guys. Love you, Sagittarius. And I'll see you soon. Bye.